Hello students, good morning everyone. So here we are again back with your commerce class. So you all know we are doing chapter number 13, coordination, and today we will learn about why coordination is called the essence of management. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is a success. So coming, keeping and working is all done in efforts which are unified in a path towards the achievement of common objectives, and it is called coordination. This is performed in every organization and is performed at every level of organization with each and every function of management. So coordination is done with planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling as well. This we will learn in detail that how coordination takes place with all the different functions of management. For this, you have to study the material from your book Mastering ISC Commerce of Kalyani Publishers. Before proceeding with the topic, let me tell you about the learning objectives of the chapter. First is introduction, meaning and definition of coordination. Coordination as a pyramid. Elements, features and importance of coordination. Types, principles and techniques of coordination. Problems of coordination. Steps of effective coordination. Process of coordination. Coordination and cooperation. Coordination as an essence of management. Now in this topic you will come to know about the different key terms, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordination, essence of management, reciprocity, BTI approach and vertical and horizontal coordination. Let me introduce to the concept of essence of management with the help of an example that why coordination is so important in every organization, and if all the efforts are joined with coordination, then it becomes more fruitful and it becomes more successful for the organization to attempt it. So you all must have seen movies. You saw in movies that in serials also, like if they show you about the Mumbai life, people over there work right from morning. They go in the local trains in the morning from 4 or 5 o'clock. They reach their offices in time because they are at very remote areas, and in that case they do not carry their lunch box. For that, lunch boxes are provided to them at their workplace through an excellent team of coordination, that is Dabbawalas. The Dabbawalas of Mumbai is the story of a Six Sigma business enterprise. Now what is Six Sigma here? Planning, controlling, organizing, directing, staffing and coordination. Six Sigma business enterprise. The success of the business lies in the complex yet well coordinated exercise that is carried out on the streets of Mumbai day after day. What is the secret behind the efficiency with which their business is conducted? The story of the Dabbawalas begins in the kitchens of Mumbai. After they step out their door, someone begins the time-consuming process of preparing the worker a fresh, home-cooked lunch. What happens next demonstrates the coordination of the Dabbawala's system. First, Dabbawala picks up the tiffin from home and takes it to the nearest railway station. Second, Dabbawala sort out the dabbas at the railway station according to the destination and put them in the luggage carriers. So their homes are the collection point from where the dabbas are collected. Then they are taken to the nearest railway stations where other employees segregate them and put them in the luggage carriers according to their destinations, that is their offices. Third employee, one travels with the dabbas to the railway stations nearest to the destinations. So as we all know, Mumbai city is a big city and there is a wide network of local trains connecting the different parts of Mumbai with each other. So one has to go through trains for reaching the destinations. The fourth one picks up dabbas from the railway station and drops them off at the offices. By mid-morning, thousands of dabbawalas are bicycling through the streets of Mumbai, ensuring a hot, home-cooked lunch for their customers. The whole tiffin distribution requires negligible technology. So see, there is no involvement of technology here. The dabbawalas rely on low capital. They use cycles, wooden carriages, local trains to achieve their target. So the dabbawalas deal in a big city where there is so much population, area is very wide, but the dabbawalas are very famous there because they are the one who are helping the public to have hot, fresh food at their places. There are several groups that work independently and network with each other to achieve their goal. Each area is divided into several small distribution sectors and each sector is handled by a particular person. This person understands the address in that locality very well. So the last one who has to give it in the office, he must know the address of the destination properly. So from the given flowchart here, we can come to know the coordination of dabbawalas with proper timing. So one pick up dabba from residence or caterer and brings it to Andheri station. Then they do journey in local train. After that, unloading and sorting of all tiffin boxes is done at the destination station, and this process is completed almost till 12:30 p.m. After that, delivery of dabbas is made to respective customers about till 1 o'clock. Then after 15 to 20 minutes, they start recollecting the empty dabbas from their places and again take them to the destination station. First of all, sorting is done there and then they are returned back to the residence or to the caterer. So these dabbawalas are working right from the morning till evening and providing a large population in Mumbai with fresh food. Also, this perfection comes with practice. This means coordination is a combination of perfection and practice. Many new employees work for months under the guidance of their seniors. Punctuality and time management are on the top of the agenda for Dabbawalas. So, here their main element of coordination is punctuality and time management. Whatever be the circumstances, the Dabbawalas never get delayed even by a few minutes. What are the various key factors in this example affecting the concept of coordination? On-time delivery, every time delivery. And their motto is serving food is like serving God. Coordination is the essence of management. Coordination is the essence of management as it is inseparable from the following managerial functions. First of all, planning. In planning, coordination allows a manager to assess what he must include or exclude in a good plan. Planning also facilitates coordination by integrating various plans through mutual discussion and changing ideas. Next is organizing. Organizing requires a lot of coordination. Whenever the management assigns tasks or activities to individuals or groups, coordination allows them to organize such tasks or activities in a proper manner. Next comes staffing function. In staffing, coordination helps to specify the type of staff required and its eligibility. Moreover, coordination ensures that they have the right men in the right job. After staffing, in the function of directing, coordination provides focus to the manager. In fact, the purpose of giving orders or instructions to subordinates is served only when there is a sense of coordination and harmony between them. Once the actions are directed in the right direction, in the right path, controlling is assessed. Actual standards are compared with planned standards, planned efforts. A realistic report is made. Through coordination, the management ensures that actual performance is as close to the standard performance as much as possible. Coordination brings unity of action and integrates different activities of an organization. Coordination is considered as the essence of management. It is required in each and every function and at each and every stage. Coordination function cannot be separated from other functions of management. Any company which fails to coordinate its activities cannot survive and run successfully for a long period of time. Management seeks to achieve coordination through its basic functions of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So, we can say coordination is the essence of management because it is the force that binds all the functions of management. It's a common thread that runs through all activities, like a garland in which we put all flowers together. The process of coordinating the activities of an organization begins from the process of planning, that is the primary stage of management. Coordination therefore involves synchronization of the different actions or efforts of the various units or departments of an organization. Now, different excellence examples we go for, different successful companies we have seen, but all must have faced certain problems. So what are the various coordination problems which company face, which people face while coordinating their activities all together? Coordination problems are the root cause of a lot of issues in society. Imagine each actor is a player in a game, and each actor is choosing a strategy based on the information available to them. Coordination problems are basically the games with multiple results. No one knows what will be the result. So they have to decide how to act according to the situation. There can be physical coordination problems like trouble with balancing, dizziness, poor eye coordination, poor hand coordination, clumsiness, accidents, slow reflexes. Other than these, there can be different problems which an organization face while coordinating their functions at different levels of management. Now, there are few examples of coordination problems. Reciprocal food exchange. You feed me today and I will feed you tomorrow. Monopolies increase prices because they know the firms involved can cooperate to keep them high. More a market share is dispersed across different firms, the less they can cooperate because their concentration ratio becomes high and they are more likely to face defects at lower prices. Uncoordinated actions by a country suffers from a collective action problem. Suppose these days, there is a worldwide problem, pandemic, that is COVID-19. Whole world is facing the same. Some countries are there which have recovered from this pandemic due to their efforts. Some are still struggling and facing because of their uncoordinated actions. That is their poor coordinated efforts. Each action is inadequately incentivized to take actions that produces risk, preferring solution on both sides. It means, suppose in a class there are two students and a tube light is break, and in that case the teacher go for a dilemma. She asked the two students that who among you has caused this spoilage to the property of the school. And in that case, what happened? She gives a situation to the both students. Either you speak the truth or you tell the name of the student who has done this wrong. Now, there is a situation of uncoordinated efforts on the part of both the students to choose one option which will be beneficial for one student but it will not be beneficial for other students in case if they tell the truth. If they didn't speak anything, in that case the punishment will be given to both students. So actions are there, they are producing risk, not minimizing the risk, but solution is on the both sides. Because of this, we should expect risk reducing activities to be undersupplied and risk increasing activities to be oversupplied. This creates a need for international coordination on existential risk, that how different countries are going to exist, they are going to survive in such uncoordinated, effortless environment. So we can say coordination is the essence of management. A manager has to perform 5 interrelated functions in the process of organization, in managing the organization of which a system is made up of different interlinked and interdependent subsystems. So what are these subsystems? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, communicating, motivating, leading and controlling, and they all are interrelated with coordination. So the concept of coordination is now over. Read page 359 till 362 of your book. Also go through the given link for more clarity of the concept. Answer the following questions after listening to the video and going through the reference links. Read the pages thoroughly and solve the given questions. Why is coordination considered to an essence of management? How are different functions of management correlated with coordination? What are coordination problems? Why is the government sometimes a part of the problem of the coordination failure rather than the solution? So what is the role of government in coordination and how does it helps in solving or creating the problems? So I hope this chapter of coordination is now clear to all of you. Next week we will start with a very new chapter, that is Consumer Protection Act, CPA, and you all must start reading about the same. Thank you.